The spaceship rocket ignites, sending the craft up into space a little over Mach 3. It goes from indigo to midnight to dark blue to seeing a curvature to holy shit. And then I want that moment. Hey, I am Bert Kreischer, and I am definitely going to spend all of GQ's money. First category, I'm excited. Shirts. Let's take a look at some shirts. QI men's deep V-neck. $16.99. Flexible, soft, and comfortable, all things I like. Perfect for running, CrossFit, and strength workouts, not when I wear shirts. And 100% cotton. All right, next one, Fendi black silk organza shirt, $1,500. Arms and the neck are polyester. The body of the shirt is silk. Half sleeve, semi-sheer silk in black, vented signard seams. Not sure I even need those. I'm not even joking. I thought about wearing this for my Netflix special because I wanted to go razzle dazzle. I wanted to go leather pants, like some real diamonds, cowboy boots, like really doing, and I thought shirtless is my thing. I'll go with this. But it's so distracting. Oddly enough, this shirt is more distracting than being shirtless. Exposed nipple shirt, $20. This shirt simulates exposed nipples. I sold shirts like this. I sold shirts that had my chest and it said Body Shots World Tour. Those shirts are now in East Africa. We donated them because they sold so little. Spiderweb glow in the dark nipple covers, it's not bad. It's the nipple that people are offended by, right? Glows in the dark, which is important. Hypoallergenic, medical grade adhesive that will last all day long. I'm definitely going with the black silk organza shirt. $1,590, it's a steal. And I bet it would look a little different on me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm actually might buy that for real and just test it out on one show. Cars. Rolls-Royce Wraith Cryptos, starting at $400,000. Limited edition, only 50 made. Ooh, I like that. You're selling me on that. If I know that when I see the other one on the street, I get to high five, I'm like, what's up? Like doing comics pass in an airport. I like that. Fuel consumption, don't care. Horsepower, don't care. It's a Rolls-Royce. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Does it have leather seats? Can I pull an umbrella out of the side? That's all that matters to me. I like a good big-bodied sedan, old man car. Turn on some Steely Dan, light a cigar, crack the window, it's your car. For $400,000, you do what you want in your car. I'm into this car. Lamborghini Huracan EVO RWD Spider, $288,000 with $411 for taxes, I'm sure. Design is based on the silky, hexagonal form of the carbon atom. A Lamborghini speaks more to my generation than any other car because that was the sexy car, the sexy one. We didn't have the internet back then that we saw in Cannonball Run. The Lamborghini showed up and you were like, woo, what's that? The fucking doors flip up, like, what are we? I mean, that's like watching someone take their pants off over their head. The Tesla X Plaid Edition. It goes 0 to 60 in -3 seconds, but it's still a Tesla. It's not a car, it's a form of transportation. I want my car to go like I don't want to be looking around for a plug the way I feel with my phone when it's dying and be like, I gotta charge my car. I'm on 2%. Does anyone have a plug? I love that he made being environmentalist sexy. That's so cool. But I want people to look at my car and go, do you need that? Oh, shut the fuck up. A Ford Mustang, $155,000, 1967 GT500 clone. Blueprint engine, 324, 347 with a Novi supercharger. I don't know if they have this anywhere else in the world. And if you're in other parts of the world, leave a comment in the comment sections. In America, our parents' cars smelled like cars. They smelled like a little bit of diesel, a little bit of foot, and some McDonald's. It smelled like a car. The only problem is you get into a car accident, the steering wheel goes through your chest. It's the only problem with this car. I'm gonna make a decision based on vanity. I'm losing my hair. I know you can't tell too bad, but it's like thinning, right? I have thin hair. If I buy the Lamborghini, then I'm that guy, okay? I'm the guy with the small dick, thinning hair, who's overweight, who had to buy a Lamborghini because he needed to compensate. So Lamborghini, you're out, and I'm so sorry to say that. Now we're looking at the Ford Mustang, and we're looking at the Rolls-Royce Wraith. I'll tell you real quick, T.I., one of my favorite rappers alive, has a great song about Wraiths. I don't know if you've ever heard it. It's fucking awesome, and I have a dream about listening to that song in a Wraith, in my own Wraith, and listening to T.I., and then I bump into T.I. one time. I'm like, I like your song Wraith, and he was like, oh yeah? And I go, yeah, I got the Cryptos. Which one do you have? And he's like, oh, you got the Cryptos? I got the Cryptos. And then we high five, and then we hug, and he goes, we should be friends. I go, I always thought that. I'm getting the Wraith. I'm gonna be the old man in a Wraith with big sunglasses with gold sides. I'm gonna start wearing open shirts. I might even swing back and get the deep cut classic tee. Meats. My mouth just watered. Jamon, full leg, $1,425. This is an acorn-fed, free-range, all-natural, no preservatives, 15 to 17 pounds, lives on a rack with the hoof removed. Personally, I like the hoof. I like to know what I'm eating. I would love to have one of these in my house because it's great for when people come over, you have it and you put it out. And I don't think it needs to be refrigerated. I think you can leave it out all day long. I spend a lot of time on the road. One of my favorite things in the world is having people over. But having people over and creating a beautiful spread, whether it's charcuterie, whether it's just meats and cheeses and some veggies. You find the cool shit, you bring it home, and then when people come over, you put it out and you watch them kind of get their mind blown and they're like, whoa, what is this mustard? Let's see what's next. Okay, A5 Wagyu steak flight, $799, 3 steaks, 12 ounces, extremely rare. This is my shit. Because I'm about heart health, and I know that you're gonna be like, shut the fuck up. I go to my cardiologist every 6 months. The one thing I'm gonna tell you about A5 Wagyu is it is filled with omega-3. So you cook it medium rare, and then that fat that's in it is identical to the fat that's in salmon. This is one, Kobe A5. A5 is that's the first generation. That's the shit you want. Wagyu strip steak, 12 ounce. Kobe's like the original one. And these are all different farms, if I'm not mistaken. They're all different farms, and I think they're from Japan. And those farms in Japan, they make all our farms look like pigsties. They are so next level. They take such good care of this cattle. These are the steaks that you pull out and you have with your dad and a glass of wine. And by the way, you don't each get a steak. You do one steak. You do one steak and you take your time with it. What a great call, man. Wagyu. Fuck, let's see what's next. Okay, Beyond Meat, fresh beef meat alternative for $181. Sounds tasty. What's next? Venison sampler. Now this is what I'm talking about. $129.99. Right now, Joe Rogan's heart just skipped a beat. He's like, dude, who killed it? Elk medallions. Elk is, when done well, elk is phenomenal. With elk, you gotta reverse sear it. You gotta smoke it, then take it in, put it in a little butter, get your pan really hot, and tss on both sides. Right before the pandemic, I literally it starts, and I go over to Rogan's place to do a podcast, and he looks at me. This is like at the beginning when everyone cared about everyone, you know. And he was like, "How you on meat?" And I was like, "I think we're good." And he goes, "Come on, I'll take you in the back." And he gave me 50 pounds of elk venison, just game. And he was like, take this back to the family, make sure you have some food. We have the A5 Wagyu steak flight at $799. We have the venison sampler at $129.99, or we have the Iberico de Balota Jamon full leg at $1,425. If I am nothing, I'm a man who wants to live in great moments. I want to find the moment that sparkles in your life. I like the look in someone's eyes when you offer them a drink. I like the look in your wife's eyes when you give her a kiss out of nowhere. And she goes, oh, what was that for? And the only one that's gonna deliver that is the Iberico de Balota Jamon full leg. Every time I pull it out, it's gotta be what John Holmes felt like. When you pull it out and whip it out and put it on the counter and everyone's like, whoa, what is that? And you're like, it's real, touch it. All right, here we go. Adrenaline adventures. Let's go on an adventure. All right, first one. Cross Tibetan Bridge in Cavalier, Italy, $21. This is right up my alley, a controlled danger. It's a suspension bridge, originally opened in 2006, heights up from 300 feet on the ground, nearly a third of a mile in length. For probably 12 years of my life, I did the craziest shit anyone could ever do. First person to jump off stratosphere in Las Vegas. Swam with great white sharks. I was an MMA fighter, a bullfighter. I was a rodeo clown for a day. I am an expert in finding adventure. And so I will tell you right now, this Tibetan bridge crossing in Italy for $21, it's a great price point. But if you go a little further north in Interlaken, there's a rope swing that will knock your dick in the dirt. Hydroshark experience, I've done this. It is hyper claustrophobic. $145 for 15 minutes. You are in a bullet with a dude. There's only a couple dudes that own these. Like these aren't everywhere. And he is trying to break it. He is trying to do stuff to you, dive. And when you go under, it is not like going under in a submarine, which I've done. I've done a submarine dive in Hawaii. You're going under like a dolphin, just water rushing over you. It goes black for a second, and then you shoot up out of the air. I've done this. I've actually done this exact one. Rio Secreto Cave Tour, $129. Explore the natural beauties of the ancient cave. Immerse yourself in a magical underworld, and it is magical. It really is magical. Duration, 6 hours. Is that worth $129? Fuck yes. Do I take the Virgin Galactic trip to space for $450,000? It's a spaceship and a mothership climb together just below 50,000 feet. Okay, I've been to 47. When the pilot, I was there the other day, oddly enough. When the pilot releases the spaceship from the mothership, the spaceship rocket ignites, sending the craft up into space a little over Mach 3. The colors outside the window change from blue to indigo to midnight black as you reach space. This is fucking amazing. And you just sold me something I didn't know I wanted. When you're talking about, like, my buddy Tom Segura only flies private. That's all he does. He's very wealthy and he just loves spending money and he just only flies private. Make sure to put that in the show. But you think about how much you spend on private flights, $450,000. You're never gonna forget this flight. It goes from indigo to midnight to dark blue to seeing a curvature to holy shit. And then I want that moment. For $450,000, I can get that moment? That's real? That's money well spent. We got one more. Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh, let's take a look at some beers. Here we go. Oh, Sam Adams, Utopia 10th Anniversary Edition, $1,700. Oh, notes of vanilla, plum, raisin, and prune. So if I'm Charles Dickens, I'll really love it. Oh, Mom, are the plums and raisins ready? Just the prunes with a note of vanilla. You know, sometimes with beer, too far east is west. Now, look, I love Sam Adams. Sam Adams is a beer for someone who likes beer and doesn't want to get blitzed. I like to get blitzed. Okay, let's see the next one. Westfleteren 12 for $3,064.79. Only sold by appointment at a monastery in Germany. I am already leading to this. Just the folklore of this beer, the dream of this beer. Prices include round trip plane ticket from Los Angeles to Brussels, plus a train ticket from Brussels to the town of Vleteren, 24 bottles of Trappist Westvleteren, hints of sweet dark caramel malt. Who doesn't love that? Spice and fig. I could pass on the fig, but I bet after 12 of them, you don't even notice the fig anymore. Snake Venom beer, $62.24 for 12 ounces of the world's strongest beer. 67.5 ABV. One beer puts a dent in your night. Frozen several times after fermentation process. The ice crystals are then removed, resulting in a higher alcohol content. There is no carbonation. I think I'm gonna pass. I think you're asking me to drink an ice cold, dull whiskey. The liquid is too thick, which is what we all look for in a beer, is thick liquid that we have to suck through our teeth. All right, next one, Rocky Mountain Oyster Stout, $7, 10 ounces, roasted barley, 7 special malts, and 25 pounds of freshly sliced and roasted bull testicles. I think you want hints of bull testicles, just like a hint. I feel like I should drink these within 6 seconds and a clown could come in and rip it out of my hand. Yeah, that's bull testicles. Huh? Westvleteren Abbey, without a doubt. It's the story, it's the dream, it's the monastery, it's a monk, It's a snow cap. You're in a castle. There's no air conditioning. That's it. Thank you for coming on the GQ shopping spree with me. Check out all the other people who did their shopping sprees. I've watched all of them and they're better than this one. I can tell you that right now. I'm Bert Kreischer. Thank you for watching my shopping spree.